Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Jyoti. Today we are going to start a new series that is on Mathematica. So the topic is Mathematica. So before starting it, let's know what is Mathematica and all. So uh, to know about Mathematica, to learn about, to do Mathematica, to do problems on Mathematica, you need to have that software first. Mathematica is a software. So after installing that software in your desktop and laptop, you need to install it, and then doing all the processes, you will get that app on your laptop. So after that, you need to open it, and on this new document you have to click, and then you will get a interface like this, the empty screen you will get. So this will be a new notebook to work on it. So before start working on Mathematica, let's know in detail, little bit detail on Mathematica. For those Mathematica is new, you need to know what is Mathematica, what is its purpose, what is the benefit of using that and all. So I'm just writing here to to explain this. So see, if I simply say, Mathematica is a very powerful software used for doing mathematics, both symbolic and numerical. So it's great for solving equations, plotting graphs, doing calculus, linear algebra, and programming also. So from the name only, Mathematica, when we say Mathematica, anyone can assume that it may be related to mathematics. So Mathematica is a software to solve mathematical problem, to solve problems. Actually it's a software where we can solve problems, solve equation, plotting graphs, doing calculus, linear algebra, programmings and all. So uh, it's a problem solving, we can say problem solving software. We can use it for many purpose related to mathematics, physics and all. Obviously in physics also there is mathematics, so yeah, you can use it for plotting graphs. You can plot the equation and all, then from that you will get graphs, you can analyze your data. So that's all. It's widely used by students also, obviously they will use, and then researchers. It's a great software for the researchers working on applied mathematics and physics, and engineers also, engineers around the world. So the easy mathematics and simple mathematics we can just do manually, but Mathematica, especially Mathematica, is for the problems which we cannot, like we can do but it takes long time, or some problems are very difficult to do manually. So for that type of problem, Mathematica is very helpful. So Mathematica can solve that difficult and lengthy problem in fraction of second. So that is a very good benefit of Mathematica. So you can save your time, you can get accurate result in very less time, and so it's very helpful for research and all. So now, before this video is a very basic video. I will explain very basic things here, as a especially for the beginners, because you need to know the basic things before going into the depth. And so for this, if like we need to do some mathematics, we need to give command to the Mathematica. So we need to give some commands to the software. So there is some inbuilt function, like there is some inbuilt some functions, like you can just write the problem and you will get an output. It's not like that. There is some specific commands for specific functions, so you need to write that. Like if you want to do like integration, say integration, if you like to do integration, so for integration also there is some specific command, so it will not very different from integration. The commands will be similar with the terms, so it's easy to remember. So if you want to do integration, if you want to do differentiation, so there is some commands for that, so you need to know that. So when you give the command to Mathematica, they will read it and they will give you the output. So this line, what I have written, it's not a part of command. So if I write like this, and after that if I do some command, then it will not show. So for that we need to make it, when we will put a star, when we will put a star and bracket, it will become a command, which is just for your use. It will not affect to your command, so it will be a command, comment. So it will be just invisible, it will not be related to your command, so command will be extra. So if we do, let's begin it. So if we do simple mathematics, like these things we can do by calculator and all. So to add 2 plus 5, we, to get the output, it's not like equal, you are clicking on, not like equal, so you need to just click enter and shift and enter. So I will put it here as a comment. Wait, so if you want to just write something so that you can read it later, or you can see it later, you can just write it in between that bracket and star. You can write anything like so. As a note, you need to write, do shift and enter. When you type, click shift and enter, you will get the result. This is for the output, for output. So you can mark it or you can write it. So I'm just, yeah, starting it from here. So again, now if we want to do, just click here and there will be a new thing. And then, so on one file I am doing all. So if you want to do different problem, then you can open a new file again. Like when you click on new, there will be a new notebook again, so you have to save the previous one and then you will get new. But I will do the simple things for today in this one notebook only. So let's do some subtractions, like, yeah, 9, it's like this, yeah, sorry, yeah, 9 minus 6. So click shift enter, yeah, enter shift, so you will get the result. So these are some basic operations for the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. I will just show you. For multiplication, you need to type star, no multiplication sign is there, so if you do like this, you will get the result. And then let's see division. So sorry, if you do like this, you will get a result. So these are just basic multiplication, subtraction and division and addition. So these things don't, no need to actually, we don't need Mathematica for that, but still I'm giving you this showing. So now let's see some trigonometric function. So for that thing, we have some commands, like for trigonometric, like if I want to write sine pi by 2. So first of all, you need to remember one thing: whatever you write, the first letter has to be capital letter, that S has to be capital letter. And then when you want to write sine, so if you are writing, then only they will suggest some related things. So you are trying to write sine, so they will suggest you to, you will know, oh, this is the exact this is the command for sine. So after that, you need to put this bracket. This is the, it's not like you can put any bracket, you need to put this bracket only. So for sine, log and all. So after that, after writing sine, and then inside that bracket you need to write sine. Yeah, for pi also it has to be capital. And see, they are suggesting sine, then division in sine pi by 2. Again you enter, shift enter, yeah, you got sine pi by 2. Next write cos. See, they are suggesting you this is cos. Again you put this bracket and it's like pi by 2. Let's see. Yeah, this is 0, so you can write pi by 3. See, yeah, here you can sense, like you can write newly also pi by 4. Yeah, so like that you can get the result. It's very easy, but there is some specific symbols, like here you need to and write that bracket. If say if I am writing this curly bracket like this bracket, they will not show the result. See, this is a different result. So you need to now remember that specific rule. For that it's easy, but there is some certain rules and not rules and regulation, yeah, commands thing. So you need to write exactly like that. If you mistake, if you write something, some comma and some dot also, you if you miss, then you will not get the output as you want. Like you, the output will not come up, the exact output. So for accurate result, you need to be very careful, and you need to remember this small thing, that like this bracket, and wherever you need comma, wherever you need, yeah, dot and all. So this is the thing only. So where you are using that, used to it, then you will just remember that basic thing. As a beginner you might forget sometime, but again you can just say what might be the problem and all. So if you check once, if the output is not coming, you just check once if there is any mistake or what, like this. Like if you write this small letter, the s is, if it's small letter, then also you will not get the result. Like you just see they are just writing that sign by 2. So for result, this small thing you need to note it down, and when you are using it frequently, then you will just remember the small things. And again, yeah, so next, let's see square. SQUR, yeah, if you want to find square root, then this is. So let's find square root of 36. So see, shift and enter. So this thing, so it's not like square root you have to write. This is the code for square. So this thing they will already suggest, and you will also just remember it after using for several times. So this is some basic mathematical commands, basic mathematical thing for mathematics student. So after that, actually for you to, you will need you will get some equations to solve and all. So for that also there is some specific rules. So this is all about today. I will not going in more depth today, as it's just beginning. It's just the beginning. So let's see, yeah, one more log. Let's log, yeah, they are showing log 1. Let's find. So log 1 is 0. Yeah, so hope you like this video. For me also, it's the first time I am making this type of video, so I am trying my best. Hope you all like it. If there is any mistake, please tell me. You can comment down below, and I will try to go in depth also for that mathematical equation, plotting graphs and all. So hope you like this video. If you like it, please comment down below and subscribe the channel for more videos like this. And thank you for watching. You can share with your friends, it may be helpful for them also. So yeah, thank you for watching till end, and do subscribe idiotic.